of you have ever felt like you could have been better prepared for an interview? At some point in our lives, we will all have to interview for a position. I can relate to feeling like I was not prepared in my last job interview. I had not prepared myself for the type of questions that would be asked of me. I'm interviewing for placement into the social work program next week. Not knowing what to expect leaves me feeling overwhelmed. Being ill-prepared for an interview can keep one from obtaining employment. With this in mind, I began researching effective interviewing skills in order to better prepare myself for my upcoming interview. This information has been very, very beneficial to me, and I would like to share my findings with you. I will explain how to dress for success, the importance of researching the company, practicing using body language, asking questions, and the follow-up. First, we will talk about proper interviewing attire. We will need to look the part in order to maintain professionalism, because first impressions are everything. Men and women should wear dark-colored suits in a more professional setting. If in doubt, it is better to be overdressed than too casual. If interviewing for a blue-collar job, nice slacks and a casual button-up shirt for men. For women, nice slacks and a blouse are acceptable. Avoid excessive jewelry, bright colors, and strong-smelling perfume. Ensure that your clothing is spot-free and wrinkle-free. Now that we have discussed proper dress, let's talk about the importance of researching the company that you will be interviewing for. Research the company's products, services, and competitors. Use the company website to find out information, or you can visit the store or company location. You can also speak to people whom you know work there. Employmentguide.com is quoted in saying, "Researching the company and the position make you stand out in an interview. It shows that you're really interested in working there." After researching the company, it is always a great idea to make some time to do a trial run for your interview. It sounds funny and looks even funnier, but practicing out loud for your interview will help you sound more polished and concise and less nervous in the actual interview. Review common interview questions and formulate your answers. Make a list of key points ahead of time to ensure that you know what you want to say. Making a trip to the company will ensure that you do not get lost. This also helps predict how much time you will need to get there so that you're on time for your interview. While it's important to do a trial run, you also need to be familiar with the use of proper body language, because this can make or break an interview. Remember to act accordingly whether you're in the waiting room or in the interview seat. Do not slouch and do not tuck your chest into your chin. Remember to smile and walk confidently. Shoulders back, standing tall. Greet everyone with respect. Hiring managers often ask receptionists for their take on people who come to the office for interviews. A firm handshake shows that you're confident. Make sure that your handshake isn't too limp or too tight. You're going to be shaking with your right hand. Adjust your belongings so that you're not shuffling papers during the interview. However, do not get so caught up with the handshake and body language that you forget to ask questions. Asking questions ensures your interviewer that you're interested in the position. Don't put the interviewer in the hot seat, but you can ask basic questions. For example, you can say, just so that we are clear, what are some of the expectations of the job? Other examples might include, what types of products does the company distribute? Who will I be working with? What will the hours be? How long have you been employed here? Asking questions helps both parties to get any confusion out of the way. After the close of the interview, it is always a good idea to follow up with the employer at a later time. A thank you note is acceptable after a job interview. This thanks the interviewer for their time and lets them know that you're interested in the position. It is also acceptable to do a follow-up call or an email at least 1 to 2 weeks after the interview to let them know that you're still interested in the job. You can politely ask if they need any other documentation or further testing from you. After going over these useful techniques, hopefully you will be better prepared for your next interview. As a rule of thumb, you can never be too prepared, so it is important to always be on top of your game. Thank you.